That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Peter Gabriel with two songs this time. First song, Start, and then leading into I Don't Remember, of course off of his self-titled, which was released in 1980. His third self-titled, I guess I should mention. You guys said that I should be doing these two songs together, so I listened, and we'll be doing these two. Does anyone else have a really bad memory? I have a terrible memory. Good short term. Long term? You guys can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I hope that you have a great time here. I hope that you enjoy the video, and let's do it. This is Peter Gabriel with Start into I Don't Remember.
Identification. I got no paper, show you what I am. You'll have to take me just the way that you find me. What's gone is gone, and I do not give a damn. Empty stomach, empty head. I got empty heart and empty bed. I don't remember. I don't remember.
You know, one thing that I really am starting, well, I guess I started to appreciate about this album is that it's so artistically done. It's very experimental in a lot of the sounds. It's actually quite the adventure in just like the sonic textures of everything. But at the same time, throughout all the experimentation, it still manages to be accessible. You know, like I feel like that this album for maybe the average listener might be hard because of the sounds, because maybe they're not used to certain things being taken out, like the cymbals. It's not as like poppy or dancey or whatever, obviously, but there's a very fine artistic vision that's being done, and I think that the accessibility into that is through the structures of the song. I feel like most people would be able to listen to this and like appreciate it, maybe not enjoy it, but like the average listener. Talking about the textures in this album, that's the one thing that I'm coming away with, like that's so special about it. The sound in this album and in these songs especially is so tangible. Like it feels. I don't mean like it feels like something. I mean like it feels. You can feel it. So first of all, coming back to Start really quick, I really like this as a lead-in, as a transitional track between the two previous songs and going into this one here. I really, 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 really love that deep synth sound. It's so 80s, maybe early 90s. It's very spacey. I love that so much. It's very sci-fi. Like just that deep synth. I love that. Now mix that with the saxophone coming on top of it. Perfect. That's perfect layering. It's a simple song. It's a simple little piece, but it's very effective in what it does. The saxophone is played by Dick Morrissey, a British jazz musician and composer. He's played with John Evangelis, Rocket 88. I think that's a band that you guys had mentioned before. But I actually really do like that piece. Actually, as a matter of fact, can I ask you guys something? I really do like the sound in Start. I really enjoy that. And I see that he's also worked on the Blade Runner soundtrack, which makes sense because I really like that soundtrack. Can you guys recommend me some like more bands like that sound like that, or more artists that do stuff like that? I've always listened to that type of music, that like dark synth wavy kind of sound with a little atmosphere and ambience and jazz involved, but I've always really liked that. So if you have any like other recommendations like kind of with that sound, like sound of Start, I want that. Like even just for like personal listening. I just like that sound. It's a beautiful little set piece. Like I mentioned, it feels like a nice transition into the next song, but that is not to be taken as a detriment to Start, because it does work well as its own piece. I do like the transition into the next song because of how like stop-start it is. It flows for like a quick second and then it just goes right into it. And we got to talk about Levin and Fripp on the bass and guitar respectively. I absolutely love Levin's playing. I believe he's on the Chapman stick on this one, and it just has that smooth liquid kind of sound. I almost said smooth liquid tension, but that's not what I meant. But the way that it just moves, it has the way that it moves on the Chapman stick is just so like natural and perfectly flowable. Is that what I meant to say? Like, it just flows so naturally. I love that. And then Fripp is always coming up with these sounds on his guitar that, like, you wouldn't know that a guitar can make those kind of sounds. He comes up with these effects that pan back and forth in the headphones, which I like. I like that little, almost paranoia-inducing kind of sound that it comes across as with the production. But Fripp was, like, the perfect choice to have as a musician on this album, just because of his manipulation with the sound of the guitar, because of his manipulation with sound in general, to make it sound pleasing, and it works, but even a little bit uncomfortable, which kind of matches the tone that Peter's trying to accomplish with his music, at least on these past few songs. I like Peter's little panic screams kind of in between the music. It just sounds like someone who's extremely frustrated, kind of getting into the lyrics and the story. Perhaps someone who has amnesia, who has no recollection or memory of who they are or where they came from. So that frustration that Peter exemplifies when he screams out, I like that. Really quick, coming back to Fripp, he makes the guitar not sing, he makes the guitar speak. Like, you can hear, like, maybe it's me and I'm going crazy, but like you can hear like words when he plays the guitar. I think that is so cool. I'm not exactly sure how he does that, but it's a signature of his, and I think that's just so unique. And the song ends in a fadeaway with dissonance and whispery voices that I'm not 100% sure what they said there. I tried to listen, but I'm not sure what they said. But this is a cool little art piece. That's what I like this. This is like listening to an art installation at like the museum. I just think this is so cool to listen to. Start had no lyrics, so the lyrics for I Don't Remember. I got no means to show identification, I got no papers show you what I am. You'll have to take me just the way that you find me. What's gone is gone, and I do not give a D. Empty stomach, empty head, I got empty heart, an empty bed, I don't remember, I don't remember. When you're missing your memories, for whatever reason, whether this is amnesia or, a night out that just went too far, he doesn't remember anything. He has an empty stomach, head, empty heart, and an empty bed, so he doesn't have any recollection of, he can't even tell you what he ate last night. That's how far gone his memory is. He can't tell you what he ate last night. There's no one next to him in bed, so he can't tell you if he has any family relations. He can't even look at someone and be like, oh yeah, that's my wife. Strange is your language and I have no decoder. Why don't you make your intentions clear? With eyes to the sun and your mouth to the soda, saying, tell me the truth, you got nothing to fear. So perhaps he's even being interrogated by local authorities. He says, strange is your language, like they're telling him things and saying things that probably don't make sense to him. They're probably saying, just for example, we saw you on 15th Avenue last night. And he's probably like, what's 15th Avenue? Where's that? I don't know where that is. And then even the frustration that's drawn out in the outro as he continually repeats, I don't remember, I don't remember. So it's like someone asking you questions and either you don't know or you don't remember, but they just keep on pushing. So you just get frustrated and stressed out after a while. You're like, I don't know. What? Stop asking me. I don't know. And then they keep asking you. You're like, I don't know. This is a cool song. I like it. Not my favorite on the album. I think as of right now that would go to Intruder. I don't know. We'll see. But I did enjoy it. I really like Start, as a matter of fact. I like that a lot. I would like more music like that. But what do you guys think of the song? You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I hope that you're having a great day. And if you haven't already, and if you have made it this far, don't forget to like the video, share the video. I'll say it twice just for emphasis. And I hope that you guys have a great day. Thank you. I don't